I'll be demonstrating the Crochet Chain Bind Off. It's also known as the Long Chain Bind Off. It's a decorative bind off that creates a scalloped edge. This formula works over a stitch count that is a multiple of 4 plus 1. If your stitch count is different, you can adjust it on the last row of your knitting. You will need a hook that is about the same size as the knitting needle you used in the project. We begin with the setup. We're going to take our crochet hook and we'll put it into the first stitch on the left-hand needle, entering it as if to knit. Then take the working yarn and you will wrap it around the crochet hook. And I'll show that again just in case you're not a crocheter. Wrap it around the crochet hook and draw that yarn through the stitch on the left-hand needle. So now I have one stitch on my crochet hook, and then I can drop that stitch off the left-hand needle. And that is the setup. So then we begin with the steps of the bind off. We're going to chain 5 stitches through this loop on the crochet hook. We'll wrap our yarn around and draw it through the loop 1 time, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to take my crochet hook and I'm going to go into the first 4 stitches on the left-hand needle from right to left. You can go into them all at once if you can fit them through, or else one at a time like I'm doing, and we're going to move them to the crochet hook. So now on my crochet hook I have those first 4 stitches from the left-hand needle plus my chain. I'm going to wrap my yarn around and I'm going to draw that yarn through the 4 stitches I just took off only. Don't go through that first stitch. Now I have 2 stitches on my crochet hook. I'm going to wrap my yarn around and pull it through those 2 stitches. And now 1 stitch remains on my crochet hook and I created my first little scallop. So now I can repeat. I'll begin by chaining 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take my crochet hook, go through the 4 stitches on my left-hand needle, move from right to left and slide them onto the crochet hook. Oh, now I have 5 stitches there. Wrap my yarn around and draw it through those 4 stitches only. Wrap my yarn around again, the 2 stitches, and another scallop is complete. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter the next 4 stitches from right to left and put them on your crochet hook. Wrap the yarn around, draw through those 4 stitches, 2 stitches on the crochet hook, wrap your yarn around, do both, now 1. And that brings me to the last 4 stitches of the row. So I will chain 5, 1, 2, 3, get that through here, 4, and 5. So now I will slip those 4 stitches remaining onto my crochet hook, wrap my yarn around, come through those 4 stitches, 2 stitches on the hook, draw my yarn through. So now I have 1 stitch remaining on the hook. I will go ahead and cut my yarn here and then take that yarn and wrap it around and pull it through that last stitch. Give you a nice secure end here. And there you have the Crochet Chain Bind Off. Happy knitting!